Hello children and welcome to Wednesday's phonics lesson. So I'm going to begin today by saying well done to all of you. I haven't got any special mentions today because this is our last phonics lesson before we are back in school tomorrow, and then you've got the Easter holidays, and then hopefully we have got a full summer term in year one altogether. So I'm really excited to see you all tomorrow, but we've just got one more lesson at home for our phonics. So well done to you all. Give yourselves a big thumbs up. Give yourselves a big round of applause for your super home learning whilst we've had to stay at home. Okay? So to begin today, we're going to revisit some of our Phase 5 phonemes, but we're going to play a game. And we haven't played this game before. So you need to log into Phonics Play after we've done the game together. And there is still a free login and a password for you to use. So you can make note of it now whilst it's on the board here, and when you go on to Phonics Play and you've logged in, you are looking for this game, the Creator Creature Countdown, okay? So we're going to play it all together now first, and then afterwards at the end of my video, or at the end of the next part of my video, you can log in and have a go yourself, okay? So I'm just going to give you an example of one sound. Off we go. We need to press start. Then we need to choose the words and choose our moon, our creature and our crater. So I am going to choose ow as our sound. And I've chose my moon, choose my creature, choose my crater. And this is what happens. Cloud, cloud. Out, round. Out, amount. Out, scout. Spur out, sprout. Proud, proud. Bound, bound. Out, loud. Allowed, allowed. Found, found. Loudest, loudest. Out. Owl, foul. And then it's game over. So that was quite quick. But when you log into Phonics Play, you can choose any of those sounds on the screen that we have learnt, and you can then read the words that the alien jumps into the crater, and it will show you a word and you need to sound it out, blend it together and practice reading the words with the Phase 5 sounds in them, okay? So some of the Phase 5 phonemes on the screen there, we haven't done all together yet, but some of you might know them already, so you can play the game as many times as you want to practice reading and using your Phase 5 phonemes in your words, okay? So if you want to pause my video now, log into Phonics Play, the password and the username is at the top of the screen, and then you can have a go at practicing and then come back for your new learning. Okay, moving on. Our sound of the day is, do you know it? Say it louder, 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 louder. W. Well done. Quite an easy one today. So we've got a W and a H. When we see those two letters together, it makes the W sound. So say it a couple of times now, practicing. Say it quietly, say it loudly. Okay? W, W. And now I'd like you to practice writing the grapheme on your whiteboards for me. So it's a W and a H makes W. So look carefully at the letters on the screen so that you get them correct. Think very carefully about your letter formation. Make sure your H is nice and tall. It is a ladder letter. And make sure your W is sitting on the line. Add your sound button and show me in 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Well done. So if our H isn't nice and tall, it looks like a So it's really important, year one, that your H is nice and tall. So our sound of the day is W. Okay, for our practice game today then, we are going to play look at the picture, say what it is, and write it down. So I've got 4 pictures behind my boxes here, okay? And on the next slide, one of the boxes is going to move, so you need to be watching very carefully. Then you're going to say what you see, sound it out, blend it together, and then you're going to write it on your whiteboards. Now I'm just wiping mine nice and clean, so make sure yours is clean too. At the top of your whiteboard, I would like you to write our grapheme, our sound of the day, so you don't forget. Okay? Because we need to remember that the words we're going to write today have got the W sound in them, but it is the WH spelling, okay? So let's begin and see how we get on. First picture, what can you see? A wheel. Sound it out. W-E-L, wheel. Now have a go at writing it down. Sound it out as you write it down. W-E. Now we've learned another spelling of the E sound this week, but in wheel, it is the E spelling. Wheel. Once you've written it, look at it, add your sound buttons, make sure it looks correct, and show me. Good job. If you got it right, give yourself a little tick or a smiley face. Okay, are you ready for the next one? Eyes on the screen. Which box is going to move? It was the orange box. So what can we see a picture of there, year 1? That's a bit tricky. Something that cats have coming out of their cheeks. Whiskers. Well done. W-I-S-K-E-R. Whiskers. That's quite a long word, so let's do it together. First sound, W. W. Don't forget the spelling, W-H. W-I-S-K. Sk. S. And a K. Give you a little tip, it is a kicking K. Whisk. At the end. Add your sound buttons. Look at your words. Does it look right? Show you're grown up and show me in 3, 2, 1. There it is. Did you get it right, year 1? Whiskers. Whiskers. Super. Next one. Is it going to be green or blue? It is green. What can you see a picture of there? Some of you might not have seen that before. You find it in the kitchen and you use it when you make a cake. A whisk. So we've already written whiskers. So look at your word whiskers and take away the whisk. And that is our word for this picture. Whisk. Nice and easy, that one. Okay. In 3, 2, 1, show me. Whisk. Brilliant. Now then, the last one. What do you think it could be? What words have got the W sound in them? Let's have a look. It is a whale. Now I've put this one in because it's a little bit of a challenge, okay? So have a go at writing the word whale. Now some of you who have done phase 5 before should remember the split digraph A. And we've got the A split digraph in this word. So if you have done that before, if that sounds familiar to you, I'd like you to try and use that spelling, please. And everybody else, don't worry if you get it wrong. I'm going to show you now. So W for sound of the day, which we should all get, W. Then we've got something called a split digraph. And that is when we've got a sound that is split by another sound. That's very tricky when we're in year 1. And this is how we write the word whale. We have got W, then we've got a split digraph, A. Can you see an A and an E make A? We've done that sound. And in the middle, it's a L. So when we sound this word out, we start over here and we say W, A, L, whale. Don't worry if that's a little bit tricky, because that is a lot of new learning for some of you, and we will learn that in more detail when we get back to school. But well done to the other children if any of you did get that spelling correct. Okay, so we've got 4 words on our whiteboards, all with the W sound in them. Okay, super. So for your reply today, I would like you to read and find the missing W word in these sentences, okay? And it's just the 4 pictures that we've just done together. So we've got a wheel, some whiskers, a whisk, and a whale. And I have got 4 sentences that you can see here. You need to read them, sound them out, figure out what the missing word is, and then I'd like you to write the sentences in your yellow lined book in your best handwriting, okay? So let's have a look at the first one together. We've got the tricky word my, cat, my cat, as, has, my cat has long. What's the answer? My cat has long wheels. No. My cat has long whiskers. I think that's correct. So you need to write down the word W, sound of the day, I, S, K, Very tricky on my board, year 1. I'm just going to move my full stop to the end, okay? So you can write much better than me because you've got your pencils and your pens and your paper. So my cat has long whiskers. That's a good sentence. It's got our word of the day in with the W sound, and it makes sense. So now you know that the next 3 sentences aren't going to have the word whiskers in them. So read them now, find the missing word, write them down in your best handwriting, take a picture and email them to me, okay? And then I've got a little extra challenge, an extra apply today. If you do this, I will send you a Marvellous Me, Sand and Rock Marvellous Me, for going above and beyond. Can you write your own W sentence? And I have put a list of W words down the side so you can read them, think of a sentence and have a go at writing one of your own. And I have put a little picture there to help you remember how to make the perfect sentence. It must have a capital letter. It must have well-formed letters. It must have finger spaces. It must make sense. It must have a full stop. It has to be on the line, and it needs to be neat and tidy. So there's 7 things that you need to remember to make a perfect sentence. And I know that you can do that. So if you want a challenge, choose a word, make your own sentence, send me a photograph, okay? Send me a video as well of your game from the beginning of this video. Let me know if you can get onto Phonics Play, and if you have any problems, ask me out over an email and I'll help you, okay? So well done, year 1. One last super lesson before back to school tomorrow. Have a lovely Thursday and I will see you soon.